of loud. Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside is 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Washington State's offense takes the field. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
To throw, it's Potter. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks. Now,
and here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Washington State will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Oregon's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football.
There he goes! Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Potter. There's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's Lions. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Washington State has it all working right now. Lost a throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield. It's Freeman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll give it to the back. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got the back over the middle. Stumbled to the ground.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, running back on the move. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll start this drive at their own 48. There he goes. The 20. The inside. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Looking for a man, it's Potter. With the catch, it's Lyons.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Slings it. Hits the open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. looking downfield. It's Murphy. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hardy. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lyons. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in, it's Freeman. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw, it's Potter. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Wants to return it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he...
Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keeper. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
And I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to you. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse. I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Quickly complete. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. Breaks into the open. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
He wants it all. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over USC. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Potter. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down, and just get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The play action fake. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They'll try to add another to their lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Fires on the move. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got it in the middle, it's low. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore to the air. Uncorks one. Got his man on the right. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Finds a spot in the middle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. They're looking to throw on second and short. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. On the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground. This kid is the... And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Ducks are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Rides to back and leaves it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this defense has played so well. In this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Back to throw. It's Hillstead. Gets open. Middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. On the run, it's Green. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the fullback. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Got it in the middle, it's Riley. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
He's got an open man. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Running into the open space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Makes his man miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up. Watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Big fullback's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Using his legs, it's Hill. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's got it on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the back. Finding open areas. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hillstead. Got his man. Continues to fight for yards. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Cougars are on the move. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Woods. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Riley. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Washington State sends out the punt unit. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Now the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. Well, wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback. Moore
will throw. It's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Washington is getting stomped right now. I mean, thrown around the field like a salmon at Pike's Fish Market. Just a brutal performance. They're trailing by 32 to USC. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Riley. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Pulls and fired complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Makes the catch at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Handoff to the fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Creates a little space. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it.
And he grabs it at the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Going to give them room. To the air, it's Hillstead. Here comes the heat. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.